What's up, everybody? Wherever you may be in life's journey, I'm glad that I get to be here with you, and I'm glad that you are here on this earth. So we have a human inclination, a natural human inclination. And Jesus, part of his teaching, part of the message of his life was to help us channel this human inclination in a new and bold direction. We as human beings are inclined toward security. We're inclined toward comfort. And Jesus doesn't say being inclined toward security or seeking security is bad. He doesn't say that it's bad. He doesn't say you should live an unsecure life or a risky life or an unsafe life. No. He tries instead to channel our security, to put it in its proper place. So one of the modern trends of evangelists is to talk about God's invitation to adventure. That one of the great things about a relationship with God and about being a person of faith is that God calls all people on an adventure, on a unique adventure to them, or an adventure that is unique to them. Now, the challenge with saying, hey, everybody's called to an adventure, your life, you're meant to go out and be bold and have a big old adventure, is that adventures are scary. And that adventures conflict with this human part of us that is inclined toward seeking and resting in security. A great example of this is the story of the young man who went to Jesus and was like, what do I got to do? Jesus, what do I got to do to inherit an eternal life? And Jesus tells him, follow the 10 commandments and things like that. And the young man says, all these things I've observed, Jesus, like, what do I still lack? And Jesus, looking at him and loving him, says, if you want to be perfect, go and sell what you possess and give it to the poor, and you'll have treasure in heaven, and come follow me, right? So Jesus is saying two things here. He's saying, okay, you really want an adventure? I'll take you on an adventure. Come and follow me. I'm calling you out on adventure. But as a prerequisite for him being able to say yes to that adventure, he had to take his security, which he had placed in things, in possessions, in his money, and he had to give up where he had placed the security so that he could take that inclination toward security and channel it toward God and say, wherever God leads, regardless of what I have and what I don't have, wherever God leads, I'll be secure because he is my security. So we have this combination of this strong desire for security. We combine that with an anxiety over the uncertainty of not knowing where things are going, right? So when the rich young man comes to Jesus, he's driven by this not knowing anxiety to ask Jesus this ultimate question. Tell me the thing I need to do to go to heaven so I could do it and live the rest of my life in peace. The problem is, up to that point in his life, the rich young man's sense of security rested in his wealth. And as long as he was wealthy, a sign of God's blessing and preference at the time, he felt safe. And Jesus, knowing this, said, okay, if you want to come on this adventure, trade your false sense of security for total security and trust in me. And at a foundational human level, we're all like this. We want connection. We want love. We want community. We want to be good people. We want to lead good lives. We want to go on a great adventure. But our desire and seeking of those good things often conflicts with an inclination to feel safe and in control of the future. For the rich young man, money helped him feel safe and secure in his future, and letting go of what helped him feel like he was in control of his life scared him ultimately away from Jesus for a period of time. So Jesus, he loves this inclination towards security. He just wants to channel it to him so that we can be free to go on the adventure he made us for. So, what's your safety net? And will you let it go when Jesus asks you to? Or will you also walk away sad like the rich young man? May God bless you, and remember, you were made to do hard things.